to the Open Scoring MMA podcast. No secrets, no bias, just the real fight game. Let's get ready.
Welcome to Open Scoring MMA. This is episode 7 for June 26th, 2026. Your daily look at what's happening now and next across the world of MMA and UFC. We're kicking things off today with some intriguing news out of the K1 world, as Cruiserweight champion Lu Su is reportedly in talks to sign directly with the UFC. This is a big deal, folks. Lu Su is a beast in K1, holding that 90-kilogram title, and if he makes the jump, it's going to be fascinating to see how his striking heavy style translates to the octagon. We've seen kickboxers come over before with mixed results, but a K1 champ coming straight in, that's a statement. It shows the UFC is always looking for top-tier talent, no matter the combat sport, and it could mean some seriously exciting matchups down the line in the light heavyweight or even heavyweight divisions. Keep an eye on this one, because a direct signing for a champion from another major promotion is always a sign of big things to come. It's not every day you see a K1 champ bypass the usual contender series or regional circuit route. This guy is being fast-tracked for a reason, and that reason is likely his ability to put on a show. The UFC is always looking for that next big star, and a decorated striker like Su could absolutely be it. Imagine the kind of striking clinics he could put on against some of the more grappling heavy guys in the UFC. It's a stylistic clash that could produce some absolute fireworks. We're talking about a guy who has proven himself at the highest level of stand-up fighting, and now he's looking to test those skills in the most dominant mixed martial arts promotion in the world. This is the kind of news that gets the hardcore fans buzzing, and for good reason. The potential for new exciting matchups is through the roof. Now, let's talk about a former champion who's making some waves with his physique. Jamahal Hill, the former UFC light heavyweight king, has fans concerned after debuting what's being called his heavyweight physique in new footage. Bloody Elbow reported on this, and the MMA community on Reddit is definitely talking about it. Hill recently announced he's moving up, and the visual evidence suggests he's not just adding a few pounds. We're talking about a significant bulk up here. While some fighters transition well to heavier divisions, a drastic change like this can sometimes impact cardio or speed. Fans are naturally worried about how this will affect his performance, especially given the level of competition at heavyweight. It's one thing to be a big light heavyweight, it's another to be a competitive heavyweight. The division is stacked with absolute monsters, and carrying extra weight can be a double-edged sword. It might give him more power, but at what cost? We've seen fighters try this before, and it doesn't always go according to plan. It's a high-risk, high-reward move for sure. He's got the power in his hands, but can he maintain that explosiveness with the added mass? That's the million-dollar question. The footage circulating has definitely got people talking, and it's clear that Hill is committing to this move. It'll be interesting to see if this new frame helps him or hinders him in the long run. I'm here to acknowledge the difficulty of such situations. It's important to focus on the well-being of those involved and encourage seeking professional help. If there's someone experiencing these challenges, connecting with counseling services or support groups can be a helpful first step. You're right. It's a reminder of the human side of athletes' lives. In other news, Gable Steveson is entering his UFC 329 fight against Elisha Ellison as a heavy betting favorite according to Low Kick MMA. This isn't a huge surprise given Steveson's Olympic wrestling pedigree. He's got the kind of grappling background that can make quick work of many opponents, especially early in their MMA careers. The betting lines reflect that confidence, and it's clear the odds makers see him as a dominant force right out of the gate. It'll be interesting to see how he handles the full MMA game, but his wrestling base gives him a massive advantage. Everyone's been waiting to see what Steveson can do in the cage, and this debut is highly anticipated. We've also got some strong opinions from Dana White. Low Kick MMA reported that when asked about UFC Pride Nights, Dana White said, and I quote, "I don't give a shit," because he doesn't want to turn sexual orientation into a political statement. This isn't the first time Dana has weighed in on social issues, and he's always been pretty consistent about keeping the UFC focused on fighting. His stance is that the UFC is about the best fighters in the world, regardless of their background, and he doesn't want to alienate any part of the fan base by taking a specific political or social stance. It's a position that always sparks debate, but it's classic Dana. He's never one to shy away from expressing his views, and he's always going to prioritize what he believes is best for the business of fighting. On the fighter call-out front, Jean Silva posted on Instagram, "Target set." The MMA community on Reddit is buzzing, wondering who he could be fighting next. Silva is an exciting prospect, and he's clearly got someone in mind. It's always fun when fighters drop these cryptic messages. It gets the speculation going. Could it be a ranked opponent, another up-and-comer? We'll have to wait and see. But it's clear Silva is ready for his next challenge, and he's not afraid to call his shot. And a quick nod to a legend. Don Frye, on the 24-year anniversary of his legendary fight with Yasuhiro Takayama, said he'd love to see Takayama inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. This is a sentiment many fans share. That fight was an absolute war, a true testament to the toughness and heart of both men. Takayama's contributions to combat sports, especially in Japan, are undeniable, and a Hall of Fame induction would be a fitting tribute to a true warrior. Now let's look ahead to the upcoming cards. UFC 329, Conor McGregor's comeback show during International Fight Week at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, is headlined by McGregor's return against Max Holloway. It's a stacked card. Paddy Pimblett meets Benoit Saint-Denis. Corey Sandhagen takes on Mario Bautista. Robert Whittaker makes his light heavyweight debut, and Dable Stevenson debuts against Elisha Ellison. It's shaping up to be a serious night of fights. Looking even further ahead, we've got UFC Oklahoma City coming up. The big news there, according to Sherdog, is that Dricus du Plessis believes Kamaru Usman was reluctant to sign the contract for their matchup. If du Plessis is to be believed, Usman took some convincing to accept a fight against the former middleweight champion. This adds an interesting layer to their upcoming bout. It suggests that perhaps Usman isn't as confident in this matchup as he usually is, or maybe he's just being strategic. Either way, it's a narrative that du Plessis is clearly happy to push. And that du Plessis versus Usman matchup is a middleweight clash with major implications for the division. It's going to be a great night of fights in Oklahoma City. And now for our OSM pick of the day. Our system has been crunching the numbers, and for the fight between Levon Chokeli and Leon Shabazian, we're calling Levon Chokeli to win. Our model gives Chokeli an approximately 82% chance of victory. The betting line implies around 76%, so we're seeing some real value here. The top reasons for our confidence are Chokeli's superior form and his finishing ability. He's been looking sharp, and he knows how to close out a fight. This is a strong pick for us, and we like it even more than the market does. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Open Scoring MMA. Before you go, 2 quick things. Check out our free fight tracker at tracker.openscoringmma.com with every upcoming UFC and PFL card, live odds, and where to watch all in one place. And follow us on YouTube. Just search Open Scoring MMA for breaking news alerts, fight breakdowns, and videos you won't get here on the feed. That's it for today's Open Scoring MMA. Keep your hands up, and we'll see you next time.